Hi, Fabrice here. Alright, so today I'm going to be reviewing this product called Koleer S29. This product is a very portable Bluetooth speaker with great sound quality for its price and its size. Alright, so without further ado, let's get down to business. Alright, so this bad boy comes in a white packaging, looking like this. Okay, so to unbox it, you just pull it off from the top like this, and then it's going to come out. This is what we have. We have the speaker, we have the packaging box, we have USB Type-C. We also have this thing here that you can attach to the speaker, to help you hold the speaker. Since it's a portable speaker, it's going to help you hold it when you are, on the move. Let's look at what makes this speaker good and what makes it not very good. Alright, so yeah, a few things that makes this speaker very, very good. So we are going to talk about a few of them here, or should I say all of them? All of them actually. Is that all of them? Whatever. All right, so let's proceed. The first one is the sound. Yeah, the sound. This bad boy comes with a 5-watt speaker that can fill a room. It doesn't sound like a 5-watt speaker, to be quite frank. It sounds very, very well. The bass and the treble are well balanced. The bass comes out very clean as well as the treble. Don't take my word for it. Let's just go ahead and, play a song so you can feel the performance firsthand. That's really incredible for a speaker of this size, okay? Alright, so let's move on to the next thing that makes this speaker very, very good. The next one is the battery life. This guy comes with a 1200 mAh capacity battery. The battery can last 4 days. 4 days. When you're playing at 50%, of course. But I tested it playing at 80% of the volume, and it took about 10 hours for me to drain the battery on this guy. It's incredible for a speaker of this size and price. Alright, so what about the Bluetooth connection? How good is it? Well, Koleer promised 15-meter transmission distance. It's written on the packaging, okay? Well, I worked for a distance. I think it should be 15 meters or thereabout, because I've used other Bluetooth speaker that promised 10 meters, connection range, and some of them do disconnect. So when I moved further, it got to a point and the whole thing started messing up. So, but then I think the 15 meters distance is actually accurate, and this only applies when there are no obstructions. It has to be a clear transmission path. Alright, so with that said, let's move on to the next thing that makes this speaker very, very good. Alright, so a presence of Type-C, also SD card and USB-A connector is actually a very, very good plus for this speaker. You can, use Type-C for power input. You can also use SD card. If you have an SD card, maybe you want to play this guy with only SD card, it's going to work. And also, if you have USB flash drive, you can also use it as well. You may be wondering, what's the price of this bad boy? Well, that's one thing that makes this speaker very good. The price is just 7,200 naira. I bought it on Konga. I ordered it on Konga and they brought it to my location. Alright, so if you want to buy it, I'm going to put a link, my affiliate link, in the comment section so you can, get it through me, okay? So I can get a little bit of commission. Yeah, you get the point. Alright, now. Alright, so let's move on to the downside of this guy. I can actually trade off what I'm about to list now. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to say that's actually bad about this speaker is that it has no battery charge indicator. Like when you're charging this guy, you plug it into, a power source and you connect the Type-C cable to it. It doesn't show anything. There is no, LED light to show, okay, I'm charging. There's nothing to show to indicate that this bad boy is actually charging. You see, that's actually a downside to me, but not a very serious downside as long as it's actually charging. So that's a downside. I don't know if that's a downside, a big downside to you, but to me, I don't think that's a serious thing to worry about. Another bad thing about this speaker is latency. When you're connecting wirelessly, that's when you're using Bluetooth connection, it actually has this latency when when you pause a song and when you play it, it takes like a few seconds, or should I say, nanoseconds or whatever. It has this delay that, when you play something and you pause it, it doesn't pause immediately. It's not in sync with what you are doing. The commands you are sending is not in sync with the display of the speaker. So when you pause, it's going to take a little bit of time before it pauses. And when you play the song, it's going to take a little bit of time before it plays. So that latency is there. But it's not very noticeable when the song is already playing. It's only an issue when you are trying to, pause the song immediately, or, play the song immediately or something. And again, when you're playing game, you're going to notice this latency very well, most especially when you're playing action games that requires, swift feedback. So you're going to notice all this latency there. So that's a downside, which some of us are going to take a little bit serious. But for me, I'm actually using this speaker for just music, to play music and to watch movie. So, but then if you're going to buy this speaker because of gaming, then you should take note of this. And another major downside of this speaker is the fact that it doesn't come with aux cable or aux connector. That's a serious downside for those people who would want to buy this speaker for gaming. Assuming there is an aux cable here or aux connector here, it's going to, remove the latency. It's not going to be, there's those delays. You're not going to have those delays anymore because it has, provided you with wired connection. Once you are using cable to connect to the speaker, the latency is going to be removed completely. You're going to get instant feedback where you send in a command. All right, so for my verdict about this speaker, I would say this speaker is very, very good for people who wants to use it for music and, carry it about listening to music. It's actually a very, very good speaker for that. Okay, I would give it 9/10 for that. But if you are going to be using it for gaming, you want to play games on this, nah, I don't think you should get it. So if you're a gamer, I won't recommend this speaker, to be quite frank. But if you're just going to be using it for movies or you want to use it for music, it's okay, it's perfect. 9/10. In fact, I should say 10/10. But for gaming, I can give it, say, 7/10. It's not that good because of the latency, though. That's just my verdict for this. So what do you think about this speaker? Do you think it's a good one? Are you going to get it? All right, if you're going to get it, just check out the affiliate link in the comment section. All right, see you next time. Bye.